Hello everyone and welcome back to the 10-minute drawing challenge where we come together, draw a character for 10 minutes and see just how far we get. Now the idea is that you set yourself a goal and then we can actually see how far you get within those 10 minutes. And that goal could be a pencil headshot or an inked torso shot or a colored full body. It's whatever it is that you want to try and accomplish in those 10 minutes, and then we will try and hit it. And if we do hit that goal repeatedly, then we try and up the challenge, right? So if you're doing pencils, then you go to inks. If you're going to inks, you go to color. If you're doing headshots, you can do torso. Whatever the case may be, you're in control of the challenge. But the only parameters that are there is the character that we choose and the 10 minutes. So I hope that you are ready, and I hope that you have your supplies, you have your drawing material, and whatever, pencils, inks, markers, colored pencils, whatever it is you're going to use. I hope you have that ready. Now, the character that we're going to be drawing today is a Miles Morales Spider-Man. So go ahead and put that reference up. If you need to, go ahead and pause the video and grab some reference. If not, I hope that you are ready. I've got my reference over there. Once again, still need to get it in front of me, but I do have my reference and I have my materials. And so, yeah, I guess we're ready to go. So we're going to put 10 minutes on the clock. And then in 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So what did we learn from the last video? Draw faster. Right? Because I don't know, I guess I just talked too much, or I got too comfortable. It's like, oh no, that'll be perfectly fine. And we don't need to be that confident. I don't know, I guess I was like, oh no, it should be fine, it should be fine. And then it was no longer fine, right? And then I didn't finish. So that's where we were with that. Okay, he's good. So the one thing that I know about Miles Morales Spider-Man is that he's a little harder to draw than regular Spider-Man. Mostly because the way that his suit is makes it really easy for makes it very, very easy for computers and stuff, but not so much for people who are trying to do it traditionally. So we're gonna have to try and move a little bit faster, mostly because we don't have all that time. So I'm really gonna rely on the ideas of anatomy that I know, and what I can do, what kind of shortcuts I can do to try and make sure that this goes according to plan, right? Which is either going to work glowingly or it's going to fail miserably. That's the big thing. All right, and then this red part comes in and it goes pretty much so, right? Where does it go? No, the reference I have is poopy. No, losing time. It goes all the way to about here. Okay. And then we just kind of bring it in like that. Okay, so that's that. Go ahead and move on to the inking stage. Now, as you saw, I thought that my reference was good enough, but then it was more of an action pose, so it didn't actually show me the costume, and so I didn't have the correct reference. So I highly recommend that before you start doing these, if you don't know the character, before you start doing these, you get the proper reference. Because as you see, it'll take seconds, precious seconds away from you, and if you've watched any of these videos before or have participated in them, you know that every, and I do mean every single second, counts. So you know, reference. And I really need to start paying attention more to my own advice. It's like, you should pay attention to your reference. Yes, you really should. And then I never pay attention to my reference. Right? And this will come up. That was black, so we're gonna, since most of his outfit is black, we can get away with some deeper shadows. About 5.5 minutes left. Okay, you guys got this. I'm pretty sure that you guys had it last time too. I was the one who choked. Now, I will poke fun at the fact that I didn't actually make my own challenge, right? And I know that there are so many artists out there who do these kind of challenges, and you know, they're just amazing at it. And you're just like, wow, I want to be that good, you know, and that's fair. And they've got a talent that we can all strive to work towards. But you know, it's okay to show that you're still practicing, you know. And that's why I keep the ones, even the ones that I'm like, oh well, I didn't do well on that, I still keep them and show you, because I want you to know and I want you to feel that it's okay when it doesn't work out the first time, right? Because eventually, especially since, you know, we are only doing 10-minute drawings, right? That's the big thing. That's the one thing that you got to remember. It's only 10 minutes. So if you can knock these out in 10 minutes, right? Think about what you can do when you have 20 minutes or 30 minutes or 40 minutes, you know? All right, so 4 minutes. Now, oh wait, I should probably, no, we'll do the red first. So, as I was talking before, the lines here, right? The Spiderman marks are all done in red, and so I'm trying to do them traditionally. If you're trying to get that whole shadow thing going, right, is nice and fun, but it's really, really hard, because trying to do shadows, you know, outright is just hard, right? So you gotta really figure out how you want these things to work. Okay, so there's that. This come here. So it's going to be interesting. I'm trying something different with this particular 10 minutes and see just what we can accomplish with them at 2 minutes. Right? Like we don't have a lot of time to second guess. So it's just, well, we're going to try something. If it works, great. If it doesn't, it didn't work. Right? And then we learn from that. And we go, well, that definitely did not work. But we're trying. And like I said, you know, there are going to be mistakes. And we, as artists, need to learn to live with those mistakes. Right? Like, it's okay to mess up, as long, and like I said, I've said this before and I'll keep saying it, as long as you learn from what you're doing, then, you know, it's not a problem. Like you're not failing at it, you're learning, right? So if If it worked, great. If it didn't, great. Just try and learn from it. All right, I got 1 minute and 32 seconds. Now it's going to be the interesting part to see if what I wanted to do is going to work. Not with this one. See, I anticipated this stupid this marker was going to die, so I came ready. I was ready this time. Might actually have something here. Oh man, I do like this effect. Oh, it's pretty slick. Oh no! Oh, you know, it's supposed to be that way. I thought I like super messed up. It's time 30 seconds. Oh man. Let's go. Come on, you guys got this. 30 seconds. Last 30 seconds. Bam. Look at that. Oh, finished. I finished. Right? And if you do have some extra time, this is where you can fix some of those mistakes, right? And even if you didn't, right? And you're like, all right, well, I didn't fix it in those 10 minutes. You can come in afterwards. And just, if you want to tighten it up, you can. And you just go ahead and tighten it up. There you go. Look at that. Haha. We did it. Or, I'm assuming you did it. If I did it, you did it. So, yeah, and there's some things that you're like, well, you know, that's not working, that's not working, you know, or, you know, you colored out of the lines here and there. But in the end, like, I can go back in with the Sharpie and then tighten it all up if I wanted to, right? Because I'm trying to do these convention style drawings. So if I can, you know, I'm like, all right, I just need another minute or two, come in, tighten it up, then it looks all nice and professional and things like that. And then you move on, you're happy. You spent like 10, 12 minutes on a drawing, right? So yeah, there you go. I hope that you were able to do well on this one. I happened to finish this one, so I'm actually pretty happy about it. But if you didn't, as I mentioned earlier, don't even worry about it, right? We're just practicing. So as you practice, just make sure you learn from it, because that's what's going to be important, okay? Now, we are going to keep going with Spider-Man unless we get a character suggestion. If you have one, please drop it in the comments below and we will add it to the list and we will draw it right away. I hope that you did participate in our challenge today, and if you did, you can drop me a link to your video so we can watch it. Would love to see the progress that you're making. Or if you didn't make a video but you want to snap a picture, you can head on over to my Discord channel and drop it into the Daily Arting channel. Thank you guys so very, very much for participating and joining me today in the 10-minute art challenge, and I look forward to seeing you at the next episode.